Hey Moon Babes, how are you? I hope you're doing fantastic. Thank you for coming back to see me. This is a different type of video. This is not a Kill Star video. This is a video about the moon because I have a fascination with the moon and other things related to the moon. So I wanted to do this video. I mentioned the new moon that we were having in a previous video. Now it's approaching time to be the full moon, which is the first full moon of this year, which will make it the cold moon, or also known as the wolf moon. So it's going to be happening on January 28th at 2:18 p.m. It's going to be a Leo moon. You won't be able to see it, of course, at 2:18 p.m. It'll be in the sky. It'll be up there, but you can't see it because the sun's too bright. The sun's light's blocking out the moon. So you won't be able to see it until after sunset, of course. But you can still do some things throughout the daytime to celebrate or to absorb the energy of the full moon. So I'm going to talk about some things. Something's in my tooth, excuse me. I'm going to talk about some things that you can do in the daytime and the nighttime, both, whatever you want to do, just to celebrate and acknowledge the energy that that full moon is giving off. Okay. All right, so I took some notes. I even typed them because I was doing some talk to text and I was too lazy to write them down. I was tired, y'all. I've had a very exhausting weekend. I didn't get much sleep and it's Monday now and I'm still exhausted even though I didn't have to work today. So I spent the day working on notes for this video and then sleeping, taking little baby naps while my husband watched my daughter. So that was a good time. I love naps. So for self-care, that's the first little section I have to talk about. This is the most normal part that I have, okay? So for self-care, the full moon is the best time to give yourself a haircut or go get your hair cut. Trimmed, cut, whatever you want to do. I have always talked about in the past that I wasn't planning on getting a haircut for a long time, but I'm noticing some really legit split ends, because my hair's been bleached so many times, because I change colors like crazy. You know that if you follow me on my hair videos. So I'm going to get a haircut. I'm just going to do it myself because I don't trust anybody around me with scissors because they'll screw my hair up, and when it's wet, they don't brush it right. If it's not conditioned and it's wet, it just breaks in places, especially right around here. So I'm going to just trim it myself when it's straightened and just give myself a very small haircut. You probably won't even be able to notice. It's going to be a very small trim. But the reason why is because doing it under the full moon promotes faster hair growth. So it's going to make it grow faster for me because my goal is to grow it out down to about here. So I'm also going to give my daughter a haircut. It's her first haircut. She's almost 4 and she's never had a haircut before, and her hair is down to her butt when it's wet, and she just really, really needs a haircut. So we're gonna be doing that for her. Probably gonna take her somewhere because I don't think that she'll let us do it. I think if we make it fun for her and do a video out of it, that she'll be more excited about it, and take her somewhere that's kid friendly. Hopefully it'll work, fingers crossed. But it's also the best time to do a face mask or any kind of skin treatment or even a hair treatment, because your skin is the most absorbent during a full moon. It's absorbent. It absorbs whatever you're putting on it better. If you were to do an exfoliating something and then like a nutrient mask, it would be the best time to do that, because the full moon's energy makes your skin more absorbent. Also, if you have any skin conditions like eczema, this hand, my right hand, has been eaten up with eczema my whole life. Well, since I was about 15, I went through a really stressful situation, and that stress triggered the condition. I guess I'd had it since birth but didn't know, but now I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 little baby spots on my hand. But it used to be eaten up. But I came up with this wonderful concoction of 5 things that I mixed together. I put them in a glove, put the glove on, and then sleep in the glove when I have a breakout. So if you have eczema and you want that recipe, let me know in the comments and I will give it to you. But I will be definitely doing that during the full moon when I sleep that night. Even though people have a lot of trouble sleeping during the full moon because of the energy, it's just so much energy resonating within your body. That's why there's so many accidents. The ER is full of people on full moons. If you're a teacher like I am, you know that the kids are wild. If you're a parent, you know your child is wild, just a little bit more excitable than normal because it's the full moon. It's just the energy, it's natural. The animals are even a little more, alert and, just more active. It's just the way it is. It's nature. So what you can also do to take advantage of the full moon is take a lunar bath, which is just a hot bath. Not like scalding hot, a hot bath, a warm bath with candles. Please practice fire safety. I can't tell you how many fires I've started over the years. Be careful with candles. Also use Epsom salts, chamomile, lavender, any essential oils or teas or, rose petals or whatever you put in your bath. Just make it a little extra. Make it a little extra. So it'll be even more relaxing for you. And you can really meditate and release all of that negative energy. Because the moon, especially the first moon, the cold moon, the wolf moon, helps to release that energy. It's about new beginnings. And it's about getting rid of the old, emptying that cup, and then being ready to fill it up again throughout the year and throughout the moon cycles with each time. But the beginning of the year is really a time to purge, and with the full moon, it kind of just amps that up. Anyway, so the next thing that you can do is do meditative yoga, exercise, or just plain meditate. Do one of the three, do all three, do them together, do all of them. If you go for a walk, it would be great to go for a walk at nighttime. If you've got a safe neighborhood where you can go, just walk around the block. Where I live, it's just a few street signs, not street signs, street lights. So and there's not much light pollution at all because I'm sort of in the country, just about 10 minutes from downtown. So you can really see the moon. There's not much light pollution. I'm going to try to go live on the full moon night and show it to you guys from my perspective over here and let you see what it looks like. It's so beautiful. There was the most beautiful crescent moon last night, and I was driving in my car and I could not get a good video of it. It was driving me crazy. I'm not going to have a wreck over trying to get a YouTube video, guys, but it was so huge and beautiful and had an orangey tint to it. And then when I got back into my neighborhood and back home in my car, I was looking around and I could not find it. So it had gone behind a cloud or something. But hopefully it won't be cloudy. I think the forecast is kind of too early to tell, but they're saying the weekend is supposed to be decent. So hopefully, the next following couple days will be nice. And you have 3 days to do these things. The night of the full moon, and then the day of the full moon from 2:18 p.m. that day, 72 hours to do these things. Anything on my list. So it counts just as much. The peak is the best time, though, that peak. If you're really going to do something on this list that really resonates with you, then you would want to do it at that 2:18 p.m. mark. Even though you can't see the full moon, you would want to do it then, because that's when it's at its strongest. Okay, I'm just rambling on, guys. I'm not sticking to my list at all. I'm sorry. You can also eat a really healthy dinner just to treat your body, and show your body gratitude for your health. Eating a really healthy meal. Now, mental health. This one really applies to me because every full moon I feel so much more. I have sort of mental issues. If you've seen my mental health video, I'm not going to go into my mental health right now, but if you've seen my mental health video, please watch it. And if you have mental health issues, you really need to watch it too, for your own sake, or if you know anybody who has mental health issues, let them watch it. It's so helpful, so informative, and it's such just from a personal perspective. But let them watch it, or you watch it, or whatever. But mental health, what you can do, this is really a really great time to focus on your mental health. You may feel more emotions during this time because emotions are amplified by the moon's extra electromagnetic energy. Focus on the positive and connective energy aligned with the moon to shift energy from negative to positive. So focus on shifting from negative to positive. And I'll talk about releasing the negative energy at the end. I'm getting more and more in depth to like from everyday stuff to like ritualistic stuff. I'm going from the itty bitty to the big. Okay. Next, let's see. Cleanse and declutter. So talking about cleansing is not just cleansing yourself, but cleansing your home and decluttering. If you want, you can get some sage. This is one of my new sages. It's only been used once. But you can get some sage and cleanse your home with it. It would be a perfect time to do this. You can get some sage and just cleanse yourself with it while you're doing this. I love how this stuff smells. I don't really like how it smells that much when it's burning, but I love how it smells when it's in just a little bundle. But sage is great. You can also there are alternatives to sage too, but I stick with the traditional. Anyway, you can create a vision board, which that might even go under mental health. This is still mental health, y'all. I'm sorry. Still under mental health. Cleanse and declutter. Cleanse yourself. Create a vision board. You can take, I'll show you guys my challenge board. This is an example of something. I did this a while back where it's like a challenge board that you can see. But you can take this and turn it into a vision board. So, anyway, if you haven't seen the challenge video, watch it. I'm still on it. I'm not finished yet until the 21st, I think. So I have 3 more days. And I'm getting there. I'm doing really well. I'm so proud of myself, guys. Okay, so do a vision board. If you want to amplify your vision board, you can tape a bay leaf or either burn a bay leaf and smudge the remnants on it. That just amplifies it. But if you do this with the full moon, like I said again, it's charged with those energies from the moon. Okay, you can create a full moon journal and write what you want the next month to look like and your emotions down because they're amped up by the moon. Be sure to include gratitude. I have my gratitude journal. I don't have it right here with me, but I have my gratitude journal where I will definitely be writing in it on the full moon because you want to show gratitude. You don't always want to use the full moon to make wishes and stuff. You want to use it to show gratitude also. Do something fun. This is the Leo moon. This is Leo. This means that it's the creative one, the inspired one, the one that wants to just dance, and, you know, do something fun. So make sure you don't just focus on all of the emotions and, you know, crying all day, which it's okay if you need to get out a good cry or scream into a pillow. You need to get that stuff out. But you can still have fun afterward. Once you get all cleansed, have some fun. Okay, next. Use this time for creativity. Again, Leo, creative, but also the full moon boosts creativity. I've even heard that you can take, I'm a writer, so I would take, what I will do is take this pen, which is one of my favorite pens. I have 2 of them. And as long as it's not raining, if it is raining, I'm going to leave it on my covered porch. I'll probably leave it on my covered porch anyway, just in case it rains, because I'm going to leave it out all night. But I'm going to leave this pen out, even though I type my book. I'm just about finished with it. I need just to come up with a really good ending, and I'm having writer's block. But I'm about a page away from finishing, maybe 2 pages. And I'm going to set this pen outside under the full moon for the whole night, and then the next day is supposed to boost my creativity, and maybe I'll come up with that final little piece that I need. Fingers crossed. Okay, next, this is where we're getting more into the part where it's more ritualistic stuff. So if you don't do any kind of ritualistic things and you think that it's all, you know, some kind of devil worshiping stuff, then you can turn the video off. You don't have to watch it, but it is interesting, and nothing that I have in here is like some weird ritual where you're going to dance naked and murder a chicken. So just stay with me. Stay with me. Don't go. Don't leave. I promise I'm not going to scare you away. But none of this stuff means that you're a devil worshiper. This is just stuff that you can do to take advantage of the full moon's energy. Okay, you can light a manifest candle, which is where it should be white. White is the best one to use right now, but any color will work, whatever you have. You can have a little tea light, a tiny little tea light. I have some in there. I don't have any that are not in there, but you can just carve in there what you want. Some people put their name and their birthday, and it doesn't matter if it's legible. You just put it in there and put your thoughts into it, but put your name, your birthday, and then what you want. You want $5,000. You want enough money to pay that medical bill. You want your grandmother's health to improve. You want just to be focused. You want to be able to be organized, whatever you want. Or if you have a glass candle like this one, you can write on the outside with markers, just with the Sharpie, all the things that you want, but you want to let the candle burn all the way down. So put it somewhere safe. If you put it outside, please don't leave it unattended. You can put it in a fire safe bowl. Sorry guys. Put all this stuff in this drawer. I have this one bowl that I can show you to use. You can put it in a fire safe bowl, especially if it's a tea light and you don't have a tea light holder. Put it in a fire safe bowl. Something made of glass or crystal, and then put water down in it. Fill it up with up to about here with water, and then let it go. And that would be just awesome and grand. So, okay. So you can do that. You can do one intention candle, or you can do 100. You can do as many as you want. It does not matter. Okay. Next, what you can do is you can light a sandalwood incense with your intention on paper. So I'm going to show you real quick. I've got my stuff out. Take a little piece of paper. And then write down your intentions. And I'll say one out loud. I had some huge medical bills this past year that I still haven't paid. So you want to write it in the tense that it has already happened. I have abundant money, and I'm just drawing a dollar sign, to pay my bills. So I didn't have room to write the word medical, but I would have if I was really going to burn this. So you take it. I don't have my incense holder up here because I just ordered a new one because my old one got messed up, and it's so beautiful. I'm so excited for it to come. It's actually at the post office, but they didn't deliver mail today. MLK Day, whoop whoop. And they didn't deliver the mail, so it's stuck at the post office right now. So you want to fold it around. Do y'all see that? Ah! Ugh. Fold it around the bottom of the incense and just push it up, and it should stay. Put it in the holder and then light the incense and just let it go all the way down. And what is supposed to happen, they say, is that the smoke from the incense carries your wish or your intention, we like to say, carries your intention into the heavens so that maybe you will be blessed. So that's a cool one that I like. I'm going to save that because I might just use it. put this incense back in here. You don't have to use sandalwood. You can use cinnamon. You can use whatever you have, guys. You don't have to leave right now and go out to the store, start going on Amazon and trying to buy stuff, because it probably won't be here in time, because the mail is super slow, snail mail right now. So just use whatever you've got. If you don't have any incense at all, you can go to a head shop. Some piercing shops. There's some piercing shops carry that stuff. You can call ahead and ask them if they have it. Some tattoo parlors have some too. Just give them a call and ask them if they have incense. Let's see. You can light a cinnamon incense inside to get rid of negative energy and attract manifestations on the inside. Do one on the inside and one on the outside. You can do 2 incense. If you do one outside, you can just stick it in the ground and light it on fire. You don't have to have a holder or anything, but inside, please use a holder. Don't try to use anything but an incense holder to hold an incense. Trust me. Don't try to use anything else, and make sure you blow it out. Don't let that flame burn. Don't look away. Just make sure that you've got it going good until you do anything else. So I've had one that stayed lit on fire because I didn't look, and it was not good. Anyway. Now, bay leaf wishes. What you can do with the bay leaf. I'm completely out of bay leaves. I just ordered some. They'll be here by the full moon. I'm excited. I ordered 100 because I've got lots of intentions I want to do. But we'll pretend this little piece of paper is a bay leaf. Cut it out. A little shape of a bay leaf here. Just a bay leaf. So take a bay leaf. Some people say you can use a Sharpie. A lot of people say you need to use something natural. So a pencil would probably be best. But you put your name and birthday if you choose. But you write your intention. I'm going to do the same thing with medical bills. Okay, so then you take that one. And then you're going to set it on fire. I'm not going to set paper on fire, guys, because it friggin' stinks, okay? But you would set it on fire. Set it on fire. Get it going. Put it in a fireproof bowl. If it goes out, pick it back up. Light it again. Keep going. Take the ashes and blow them into the wind outside. Releasing it into the air. See, this is not too kooky. This is just like making a wish stuff. Have you ever made a wish on a penny and thrown it in a wishing well? Well, that didn't make you a Satan worshiper either, did it? Okay, so the last one I've got is mainly talking about releasing energy. This one's how to release energy. Release all the negative emotions that you have been harboring. Write everything that's toxic and everything that's bothering you down on a piece of paper and burn it safely. So take a piece of paper. You can use the front and back. You will need some of the back to write something I'm going to tell you, and I'll put it in the description so that you don't have to look it up or remember it or write it down from the video. You can just get it from there. But write down all of the things that are bothering you, all of the things that are making you upset, anything toxic, anyone that's toxic, put all that down. I'm not going to write a whole letter because I got a lot to say. Not about anyone. I don't have anyone toxic in my life right now, but I've got some things that I will be writing down, and I will be doing all of these. But do that. And then write as many pages if you want. If you need to stop and take a break because it's too difficult and you need to cry or scream into a pillow, I've said that already, but I'm saying it again because this stuff can be powerful when you're trying to purge those negative emotions. Whenever they come to the surface, they can really make you feel feel those emotions because we're human. So everything you've been harboring, write it down. Take your break, cry. Once you get yourself back together, get your stuff together, go back to writing, get it all down on the paper. When you finish writing them down, burn them safely and throw away the ashes. But there's one thing that I've got to tell you that you've got to write down. As you're writing the paper, I should have said this first. at the very top of the paper, you need to write Leo for January 2021 at the top. Write that down. Leo, January 2021. Because that way it just knows what full moon it's going to. This is a video that I watched and I thought it was really good. Start every sentence with I release. I release anger. I release whoever. I release this relationship. I release this. I release this. Start every sentence with I release. And then once you've got all those emotions down that we talked about and all those things down, you have to write this on the back. I demand that all bodies, programs, implants, thoughts, frequencies, vibrations, and patterns that are enabling and anchoring the energy I'm intending to release to leave me and my energy through all space, time, and dimension on every layer of my existence. You have no place here. I declare all these things to be said and in perfect alignment with my greatest and highest good. So it is. Write that down. Reread your paper. Make sure everything you've got is on. Everything on there is perfect and it's the way you want it. Then light it on fire and throw away the ashes. You don't have to blow those into the wind. You can dump them into the trash because you're throwing away those emotions. You're not releasing them into something. You just put them in the freaking garbage can. If you're going through an extremely difficult time and you need someone, like if you just lost somebody or someone's really sick, or you just got a really, really, really hard paper to write, get someone to be there with you to support you, who's not going to think you're crazy. Don't get somebody who's judgmental, because they're just going to make it worse. Get somebody you can trust, somebody you love, somebody you care about for support. Put somebody there. And again, I'll put that declaration in the description. So, sorry I kind of read that one backwards. I copied and pasted after I did my talk to text, guys. And I just did that one backwards. It's all good, though. Okay, extras. If you use healing crystals, I know my sister has got crystals all over her room. She's not a witch or anything. She's a complete devout Christian. I went to her baptism when she was in her early 30s. She's not a witch or anything. She just really is into health stuff. So I'm going to let her know this. She'll probably see this video. Hey, love you, Sarah. Charge your crystals under the full moonlight. Take all of your crystals. If you have a salt lamp, put your salt lamp and all your crystals under the full moon. If you are scared it's going to rain and you've got a covered porch, you can put them there. It gets charged. You can also harness the energy of the moon by leaving some water outside under the full moonlight and then drinking it the next morning. Put a cap on it, guys. Like put a jug or a cup with a lid on it. It needs to be clear. Glass is best, but it doesn't have to be glass. But just so the moonlight can get through, it needs to be something transparent or translucent, so the moonlight can get through. And then the next day, drink on it the next day. Harness the energy of the moon by putting your hands over your heart and feeling that you've already achieved the goals you desire. So just focus and meditate and feel that you've already achieved the goals you desire while holding your hands over your heart. Sleep with the windows open if possible, or blinds open if it's too hot or too cold. So if it's hot, if it's warm where you live, if you're in Florida or Hawaii, you can open those windows. I will not be, but I will be opening my blinds so that I can have the rays of the full moon come in as I sleep, if I'm able to sleep, because it's really hard to sleep for me anyway, especially under a full moon. Let's see. You can also ground yourself and look up at the moon for 5 to 10 minutes and just meditate. You can meditate if you want, just on anything. Think about something. Maybe you're seeking an answer. Just think. Just meditate. Just thank the moon. Show gratitude for everything. And it's not that you're thanking just the moon. It's that you're thanking the heavens. You're thanking God for everything that you have. But you want to be barefoot, which is going to be hard because it's really cold here. Hopefully it won't be 25 or 30 degrees, but you need to be barefoot to ground yourself. Let's see. I already found out what month Zodiac falls under for us. So this month falls under the Leo sign. It means that you want to be seen. So under this moon, we all want to be seen. So you can, during the day, dress flashy however you want, and dance. This also helps to get rid of negative emotions. If you're not planning on going anywhere, you can still dress up and dance. Post a picture on Instagram of you all dressed up. Post a video on TikTok of you dancing around. If you want to do a YouTube short, tag me in it if you do. You can tag my Instagram too. My Instagram is somewhere. I don't go to it a lot though, guys, to be honest. Let's see. Before bed, focus on having great dreams and visualize your intentions. Visualize yourself as the person you want to be, as if you're already that person and you have already achieved the intentions that you desire. And like I said earlier, you have 3 days from the start, 72 hours from 2:18 p.m. to do all this stuff, or whatever you want to put. But I'm going to be posting moon videos every week, once a week. I've always had a fascination with this, and I didn't know if I was going to put this kind of stuff on my channel or not, but I decided to, because there's so many channels out there that do way worse stuff than this. It's not worse, I don't mean bad, I mean like, you know, stuff that's way more spiritual. So I don't think that I'll lose any people. Hopefully I won't lose subscribers, because I'm kind of revealing a little bit more of who I am. But you can do so much for each moon phase. And as you can tell, I'm a moon nut because I've got my moon phases back there. I've got my moon phase ring on. My necklace, of course, has got moons on it, but it means something a little bit different. But anyway, I love you guys, and thank you so much for coming. I hope this has been informative, and I hope you choose to do some of those things that we talked about. I will put links to a lot of stuff in the description. This will have the most links of any other video I've ever done, and it'll have that thing to write on the back of the paper where you're releasing your negative emotions. I'll put that down so you can just write it. You don't need to pause the video and copy it down. That's what I had to do, but I'm not going to have you guys do that. But just remember, guys, stay you, stay true, and most of all, stay freaking crazy. Didn't go out. Bye, guys. Love you.